This is HRDC MMTC BAMU 11th and 12th faculty program, faculty induction program. My name is Saud Ahmed, roll number 39. This is seminar presentation. I will start through the learning styles. First of all, I will discuss what is learning style. Learning style is described as a group of characteristics, attitude, and behaviors that define our way of learning. Simply, we can say different approaches or ways of learning. Learning styles, there are many models of learning styles in education. In 1987, Neil Fleming, a high school and university teacher from New Zealand, developed the most widely used learning style model known as VAC, Visual, Auditory, Kinetics. Years later added fourth styles. The first of all, from this presentation, we will discuss about the visual learner. Who is visual learner? Visual learner tends to observe things, pictures, order to observe things, pictures, demonstration, films, etc. in order to improve his or level of knowledge. Some common visual learning strategies include creating graphics, organizers, DLMing flowcharts, mind mapping, outline, and more. Visual learning learn through the scene. Need to see the teacher's language, body language, and facial expression. Tends to prefer sitting in the front of classroom. May think in pictures and learn best from the visual displays. Prefer to take detailed notes during the lectures or classroom discussions to observe the information. So next topic of discussion is how does visual learning help students? Helps clarify thoughts, see how ideas are connected, realize how information can be grouped and organized. Visual learning helps students to organize and analyze information. Students use diagram and plot to display large amount of information in ways that are easy to understand and help reveal relationship and pattern. Integrate new knowledge. Students better remember information when presented and learn both visually and verbally. Think critically. Linked verbal and visual information help make connections, understand relationship, and recall related details. Auditory learners learn by hearing. Prefer to hear information. Speakers can observe in lecture with little efforts, may need to careful notes to learn, often avoid eye contact in order to concentrate, may read about to themselves, like background when they study. Auditory learners learn through listening, learn best through verbal lectures, discussion, taking things through and listening what authors have to say. Interpret the underlying meaning of speech through the learning to tone of voice, pitch, speed, and other nuisance. Prefer direction given orally, seldom takes notes or written things down, prefer lectures to reading assignments, often repeat what has just been said. What is auditory learners? Auditory learners means talk to self, often benefits from the reading text aloud and using a tape recorder. Sit where they can hear but need not to pay attention to what the happening in front. Hum or talk to himself, herself or other when bored. Acquire knowledge by reading alone. Remember by when verbalizations, lessons to themselves. Of they don't, they have differently. Reading maps or discuss diagrams, handling, etc. The VAC model kinetics or it. Kinetics do it. Tactiles, kinetistic persons learn best through a hands-on approach, actively exploring the physical worlds around them. They may find it hard to sit still from the learn periods and may become the distracted by other need for actively and explorations. What is kinetic learner? Kinetic learner means try to things out, touch, feel, and manipulate objectives. Body tension is a good indications of their emotions. The gestures when speaking are poor listeners. Stand very close when speaking or listening and quickly lose interact in long discourse. Remember best what has been done, not what they have been told. Prefer direct involvement in what they are learning. They are dis- distractible and find it difficult to pay attention to auditory or visual presentation. Rarely an avid reader, they may forget frequently while handling a book. Often poor spellers, they need to write down words to their mind if they feel right. So next is characteristic of kinesthetic learners. Number one is walk while studying. Number two, move and lectures to the walls. Number three is do things as you say them. Practice by repeating motions. Number five, dance as you study. Number six is write words. Use crayons, pens, pencils to see if they feel right. Number seven, when memorizing, use fingers to write on the table or air. Associate feeling with information. Number nine is stretch. Characteristic of kinesthetic learners. Number one, write in market board in order to use gross muscles movement. Use the computers, hands-on activities with objects that can be founded. Study in short time periods. Get up and walk around in between. Make study tools to hold. Use flashcards separate into know and don't know files. Use plastic letters and magnetic boards for new vocabulary. Write and rewrite coming to memory.